If they shut down the run and force Spencer Rattler to pass, it's going to be a long day, guys. Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba. It's season 3, episode number 105. And guys, we back. We back for another week of fantasy football. And guys, your boy is off to a rough start. I'm looking at my team and it still looks good, but it just seems like my guys, they still in the starting blocks right now. This week, your boy ran into yet another buzzsaw, and I played the team with the most points in my league this week. This guy had 135 points. And after that Thursday night game when Tucker Kraft ended up getting 22 points, I didn't have a good feeling about the week. And not only did Tucker Kraft get over his projections, I think all my players were under their projections. And I still put up 99 points, which isn't bad. It's just it could win you sometimes in some weeks. And most weeks, it's probably going to be a loss. So I just got to put more points on the board. And with that said, let's take a look at this week's waiver wire. And at quarterback, I hope you guys that needed a quarterback ended up taking this guy last week, because it just got that much harder this week to get Danny Dimes because of the injury to Joe Burrow. Justin Fields also got hurt, and J.J. McCarthy's hurt. So it's going to be a lot of demand out there for Danny Dimes this week. And he had another solid week. Only Lamar Jackson has scored more fantasy points than Daniel Jones through the first 2 games. He has almost 600 yards with 3 rushing touchdowns. So he's going to be a hot commodity this week. The next guy is Sam Darnold. He showed us glimpses of 2024 last week. And with the win over my Pittsburgh Steelers, he looked decent. He finished the game with 295 yards and had 2 touchdowns. And over the next few weeks, they have some good matchups. They have the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals, which are going to be plus matchups for him. I think he'll do pretty good in those particular matchups. And the last quarterback is Mr. Jake Browning. And he's likely to be the starter for the rest of the season. He came in after Burrow got hurt on Sunday, and he was able to lead the Bengals to a victory. And this isn't his first rodeo coming in after Joe's gotten hurt. He did the same thing back in 2023, and he actually did a pretty good job. So we kind of have a sample size of what he can do. So moving along to the running back position, and I hope I don't butcher this guy's name, but Bashal Tutin with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I should know how to pronounce his name since he's on my team. He actually had a really decent week this week. And he scored a touchdown on Sunday, had 32 yards rushing, and caught a couple of passes. So he didn't do anything just jaw-dropping, but I can definitely see him gaining more playing time, getting more run as the season goes on. And right now he's behind Travis Etienne, but that could change. Even if you're not going to play him as maybe a flex, he's a good stash for your bench. Next up is Woody Marks with the Houston Texans. And right now he's the number 2 running back behind Nick Chubb. In week 1, he was on the field for only 7 snaps. And this week, he got a little bit more run. I think he may have been out there for over 20 plays, if I'm not mistaken. So this would be more of a speculative play if Chubb was to get hurt, but he wouldn't be a bad stash for your bench. And this guy, I'm actually planning to go out here and try to scoop him, is Blake Corum. I have Kyren Williams. So I think it would be only smart of me to go out there and get him, but he mixed in a little bit more this week against the Tennessee Titans. Kyren Williams, he's still the man, but Corum is just an injury away from getting a massive workload each game. So with that said, that's why I plan to put that bid in for him just for insurance purposes, since I do have Williams in my starting lineup. And at wide receiver, Troy Franklin with the Denver Broncos. In week 2, he led Denver wide receivers in snaps and targets. He had 49 snaps along with 9 targets. Out of those targets, he was able to catch the ball 8 times, had 89 yards. And this has been a small sample size, but you may want to scoop this guy up before he blows up and everybody's after him. I don't know if that's enough for him to be on people's radar right now, but definitely if you need a boost at your wide receiver position or flex, he may be your guy. Next up is Wan'Dale Robinson with the Giants. He had 8 catches for 142 yards with a touchdown, and it's clear that he's the team's number 2 wide receiver. And the next guy is Romeo Doubs with the Green Bay Packers. And even though Jordan Love spreads the ball around, I think Doubs may be his favorite receiver right now. And his role could get bigger with Jaden Reed being out. So I would give him a shot if I needed a wide receiver. And as always, guys, I stream my defenses. This week, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts. I like this matchup they have against the rookie quarterback in Cam Ward. The Titans have the league's worst offense right now. They're averaging less than 200 yards per game. They've given up 7 sacks this year. So that's the recipe for disaster. I like the Colts to come out and have a good defensive game plan for the young rookie. If I can't get the Colts, I'll fall back to the Seattle Seahawks. Well, actually, I don't know if I can pick Seattle, but Seattle Seahawks would be the next pickup if they're not already gone in my league. They play the Saints this week, and the Saints, just plainly put, they're terrible. It would be hard for them to put up points against this Seattle defense, in my opinion. They're going to be playing at Lumen Field, which is an unfriendly place to play. And if they shut down the run and force Spencer Rattler to pass, it's going to be a long day, guys. So with that said, I like Seattle. And guys, these are my waiver wire pickups, the teams that I would target this week. I hope this information has been useful to you. And if so, tell a friend to tell a friend. And do me a favor, spike that like, comment, subscribe. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.